Hey guys, welcome to EURUSD, ES, and Dow Jones futures review. I'm going to go over what went down this morning again. Been a few setups that I really want to talk about and show you how to approach them. So we're actually on a 5-minute chart. I usually like to show nothing lower than 15 for most setups. I only go below 15 minutes to see a little bit more of the story behind the price action. So let's start off right here. We started selling down here at 1025. There had already been pretty much a dip in recovery fail breakdown at this 43 level earlier this morning. So at this point now, a potential dip in recovery fail breakdown of that could have been valid. We also had this clear low to work with. We tagged this level right here, awesome, and then we started pushing back up. The thing here is there's two different type of setups you could have gone with. Now you could have went with potentially a 43 reclaim, including the lows here, or a clear fail breakdown of this overnight low or 7:30 low in the morning. So this 7:30 low is about 68.37. So you're looking at around 42 needing to clear. And you can see we pretty much tagged 42 at 10:35 and sold down. However, with 43 right above, I probably would have wanted 43 to clear just to be safe. Regardless of all that, if you wanted to clear all this area, 47 would have also been valid, as it's about 4 or 5 points above this level. So you had multiple entries here. Just go into a 1-minute chart. You can see that we lost this low first, back tested this level, and then sold down, created a new low, and then started pushing back up. So this was our acceptance. This was our second little trap area, so we're good to go. And then we actually got one more acceptance right here at 37 when we hit 42 exact, sold down about 5 points again to back test this low right here, and then we started taking off. So one could have definitely went long either 42 or 43 here on the reclaim of this level. Now what happened was we started pushing up and we went straight up in 1 minute through all these triggers. And when that happens, you can either enter right away if you want, but I wanted to wait a minute to see how it would react and that it wouldn't reject after pushing through. I waited another minute and we started pushing up. We were cleared this 4 or 5 point protocol of above 43. So I was like, you know what, let's enter. And then that worked out great level to level. So that was what ES has provided. Now we're selling down. I would say clearing this low will be the first start, but I want to clear this one too. So let's see if we can get some acceptance at this 34 level before going long there. I want to show you Euro USD real quick. I missed this today right now, but it was a very straightforward setup. So we pretty much just went back to back test this trigger from previous price action, which is always a good thing. It shows you that this is an area where institutions were adding some size. There's a clear low from the overnight that went from 1598 all the way up to 1623 for 25 points. So it's a clear low to work with. What we ended up doing is we ended up losing it right here at 1020, and within a very short amount of time we pushed right back up. If you look on a 1 minute, there was barely any downtime. It just started pushing right back up. So what you want to do in this case is, with no acceptance, you're okay going long for about 3 to 5 points above the low, depending on the size of the size of the low, in this case 25 points. So I probably want to stray closer to around 4 points or 5 rather than 3. So let's say 4 points added to this is about 1603-ish, which actually 1602, 1603, which kind of lines up with this level right here, 1602. And simply put, you just go long when we push through and hold, and we did. So from 1030 we entered, and that back tested this level, this zone exactly, and that went for a quick 14 points. So that was an awesome trade. Just wanted to point that out. Lastly, real quick on Dow Jones, we've had a multitude of setups here. I kind of can't even remember which one I'm going to talk about right now, but I entered this right here. There's a clear low this morning. We undercut it at 9:30. We pushed back above. 47.40 was the entry. That worked out great. We came back down, undercut that entry, started pushing back up. One could have went long again here or on the reclaim of this level that we clearly had marked as Rex. Then we just came back down, and now we're trying to reclaim it again. And if you did, you would have just made 5 points. Again, we back tested my trigger exactly to the T, very bullish. There's a lot going on, a lot of setups. This is great. Always like to see this. Let's see what we can get for the rest of the afternoon. Realistically, on Dow Jones, I'm looking for a failed breakdown now of this low from this morning or even this low from last week on Wednesday, though.